for us today, that it not only change our lives, but change the lives of those around us. In Jesus' name, amen. Praise God, amen. Matthew chapter 25. Now today, Matthew 25:11. The focus of our life training today deals with this reality. Promotion comes through investment. All right? Promotion, God's promotion comes through investment. All right? Now, while you're holding Matthew 25, go to Psalm 75:6. I want you to see where that comes from. Psalms 75 and 6. All right?
For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Now, did you hear that? 6.
For not from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south come promotion and lifting up. But God is the judge. He puts down one and lifts up another.
Who's responsible for promotion? So let that sink in. How much brown nosing we doing all of that?
Amen. Amen.
At the end of the day, it is God who puts us up. It is God who takes us down. You see what the verse says? So now, at the end of the day, if I'm really trying to be promoted in any aspect of my life, I must realize the verse says east, west, south. Those are lateral, horizontal. That's to look to somebody, to look to yourself, my own schooling, my own ability, my friends, my hookup. You'll never get it. All right? True promotion comes from God alone. All right? Now, the reason why it says God is judge, a judge has to consider all the facts. God looks at everything. So you got to know, if God promotes you to another level, He's already checked out the level. Oh my God. I've already determined, based on everything about you, your past, your present, your future, your work habits, your work ethics, your lack of them. I've examined everything, and if I promoted you, it's only because I knew you had what it takes to manage the promotion. Watch this. Now, go to Matthew 25. We're going to validate that with this lesson today. God's promotion comes through investment. All right? Now, 25:14. Come on, watch this.
For it is like a man who was about to take a long journey, and he called his servants together and entrusted them with his property.
King James says the kingdom of heaven. So to get an idea of what heaven is, he said, let me tell you this story so that you have something to connect with. This is kind of how we do business the kingdom way. All right? Now, this is about a man with servants and great possessions. Well, let's cut to it. This man is God. We are the servants. Whatever we come to have in life, guess what? It all comes from him. The verse says, entrusted them with his property, which automatically makes us not owners, stewards. We are managers of God's resources. Why? Why do we start out as managers? Because you haven't done nothing to show God you have qualified to have your own.
Okay.
That's what the Bible teaches. We all start out using something that belongs to somebody else. And what God's word says is, see, I'll know when you're ready for your own when you learn how to treat somebody else's stuff right. See, when you borrow somebody's whatever and you give it back to them broke, let me tell you what that really means. You'll never have your own. Not from God. You got to learn how to treat somebody else's stuff like it's yours. God says, see, when you do that, you qualify for your own. So, verse 14 says, the property was his. He called his servants together and entrusted them with his property. Now, let's get into it. What is the scene? What's going to go down? Look at verse 15, Matthew 25:15. Here we go.
To one he gave 5 talents, probably about $5,000. To another 2, to another 1, to each in proportion to his own personal ability. Then he departed and left the country.
Many of us who have read these verses, we lock in on the talent. He gave one servant 5,000, another 2,000, another 1,000. And we take off running. Wait a minute. But there was something in the verse you overlooked. Before I gave, and this talent is money. Before I gave out money, what did the owner examine?
Their abilities.
Now, that's an interesting word. Ability in the Greek is the power to achieve by applying God's power. It is the power to achieve by applying God's power. So, Mother Deborah, whatever you accomplish, what you have to ultimately say?
Thank you.
It was
God.
who worked.
Through me.
Because after all, he's the one, that's the real investment, by the way. God invested ability in us. We think the talent was the investment. No, what I invested in you is ability. Watch this. Now let's just go on and cut to it. We like to celebrate the 5-talent man and the 2-talent man, but the reality is everybody in this room is the 1-talent man.
Amen.
Yeah, just going to get a real picture of yourself. Because God has invested greatly in us. And what are we doing with his investment?
Wow.
No. See, you want to focus on the talent. God says, I need you to focus on ability. What do you do with what I've given you?
Wow.
And most of us, if not all of us, Toy, have done exactly what the man in the lesson did. We go and bury it. To bury it means we do absolutely nothing ability-wise. I'm going to show you what type of investment based on our ability. Now, while you get excited about these numbers, Toy, what I want you to get excited about is the numbers are only a result of God's ability that was in you before you got anything. See, as a single woman, God invests a godly, wholesome, quality wife. He don't invest that, the ability to be that, after you get married.
All right. Amen.
See, but when you know that, you operate as a single person very differently.
That's true.
When I know that God has invested ability mean I got to get them to do something. It's the power to achieve. You don't achieve by sitting down doing nothing. You don't ever know what you're capable of till you get up and do something.
Amen.
That's true.
Now watch this. We went to Sister Place one day, the elevator was taking all day. So I told Karen, let's take the stairs. So we take the stairs. Now, see, in your mind, you always want to believe you somewhere you ain't. In your mind, you always want to believe you got something you ain't got. Watch this. It's only through the process of achievement that you see what you're working with. Now, Simpson Place, the Bible study, y'all, is on the 6th floor. So let me tell you what that means. First of all, wasn't no heater, wasn't no air conditioning in the stairwell.
Right.
So when we closed the door, before we walked up the first step, we knew we was in trouble. It was hot in there. We hadn't even stepped up a step, which meant when we closed the door, we almost started sweating in, standing still. You had to go up about 18 steps, turn, and go up about 18 more to get to the 2nd floor. So it was. We had several conversations on several floors.
As we all.
I mean, pausing, puffing, and sweating. Y'all ain't hear nothing I'm saying. Why do we even attempt the stairs? Because in my mind.
You ready?
What are we talking about? Are we talking about the stairs? Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. What are we talking about? We're just talking about stairs. Yeah, 36 per floor. LaDarren. Yeah, stairs not a problem for folk that are conditioned. You hear nothing I'm saying? I said stairs are not a problem for folk who are conditioned.
Right.
LaDarren, not folk who think they're conditioned. How many know really being conditioned and thinking you in condition ain't even the same?
Right. For real.
That's like color TV in black and white. It ain't even the same TV. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna give you the numbers, but keep in mind these numbers are based on ability, and you ain't done nothing. According to Matthew 20:2, a day's wage in Jesus' time was a denarius. That's the equivalent of our penny. When you do Bible days versus now, that's about $3.62. That was a day's wage. In Jesus' time, about $3. You worked all day for $3.62. Now watch this, Mother Reed. It takes 6,000 denarii to equal 1 talent. Dana, that's the equivalent of 20 years worth of work. So in Jesus' day, if you owed a man 1 talent, it would take you 20 years of hard work before you paid him back. Why you say hard work? Because the denarius was a day's wage, LaDarren. So you can't eat off of this. You can't save off of this. This ain't no gas money. This ain't no mule money. No, it took the whole penny of 7 days of work for 20 years to pay off 1 talent. Watch this. A denarius was a day's wage. It takes 6,000 of those, which is 20 years worth of work, to equal 1 talent. Here you go. So when he gave the man, the first servant, 5,000 talents, he gave that man $108,600,000. The equivalent of 100,000 years worth of work. In Jesus' day. I gave you enough money that it would take 100,000 lifetimes to pay back. But I gave you that amount of money because built within you is an ability to manage that money in one lifetime.
Yeah.
Anybody hear nothing I'm saying? I didn't give you 100,000 years worth of money because I believed it would take you 100,000 years to manage this money. I gave you that amount of money because built within you, servant number one, was the ability to produce something in one lifetime. The 2-talent man, he gave him 40 years worth of money. $43,400,000. Here's where you should shout at. He gave the 1-talent man 20,000 years worth of money. $21,720,000. So you want to know why I said that's when you get to practice your shouting right there. Because I'm telling you, everybody in this room with a 1-talent person.
Yeah.
God says, even the one who says, I can't do nothing. I don't offer nothing. I can't do nothing. I don't have no talents. I don't have no. God says ability. The 1-talent man, his ability was to do something with $21,720,000. An amount that would take him 20,000 years to pay back. But there's an ability in you to do something in one lifetime that it would take 20,000 years to pay back.
Oh, wow.
Now, pause on the talents. In total, that's $173,760,000 that a master could give to 3 folk going to a far country and then not bankrupt it.
All right.
Come on now. Come on now.
Wow. What kind of money?
He working with it.
That's 160,000 years that it would take to pay this money back. Neither one of these servants had ever had that kind of money before. But the money was based on ability that I had put in you. God's promotion comes through investment. Everything in our life is, I'm just trying to get ahead. In English, you're trying to be promoted. And it's not working because we won't do it God's way.
Right.
A coworker asked me the other day, hey man, what do you need to do to be a manager? I said, come to work every day and do your job. How many know that's not what he wanted to hear? But watch this. Whatever it means. See, I'm an operations manager where I work because that's what I was angling for.
No.
I didn't know it existed, so I could care less. I came to work every day, did what I was supposed to do,
There you go.
and I mean,
Open it down.
if I get off at 3, at 2:59, I'm on 20. The scripture teaches us to tarry for God. But then when I do my time, I don't tarry. I don't care what you got going on. When my relief comes, and I got some talkers, hey, talk while I'm on 20. Y'all watch this. Watch this. But a guy messed up. And Fred, I come to work one night, and my boss is sitting at the site waiting on me to get there. Now, he's ready. He should have offered me a job because every day, you ain't got to call me and ask me,
Well, yeah.
where you at? He ain't got to see, you coming to work today? I just came to work then, I did what I was supposed to do, and when I knew anything, promotion came and found
Me. Right.
You don't hear nothing I'm saying. Because it didn't come from him.
Right.
Well, if I just carry my boss briefcase for a while, he gonna see I'm a good worker. I'm coming up in this company, and you won't.
No.
Watch this. Watch this. You mean to tell me God, at the least, I need this all options we got. Either 108 million, 43 million, 21 million. Pick one. If I'm the worst servant it is, get in right there. We don't know nothing for God. Get in right there. If I'm the lowest servant, well, he didn't at least invested an ability to manage $21 million?
Yes.
Marinate. See, most of us, when we tell the truth, we've been in church a long time, ain't done nothing for God. Ain't done nothing to advance the kingdom of God. Ain't done nothing to better nobody's life around us. But the investment has still been made. Not the money, the ability. Because what sense does it make to give you the money and then you don't know what to do with it?
Right.
In a few minutes, you finna be,
Bro.
which is what's wrong with everybody. We say, I need more money. No, you need more ability sense. Watch this. Watch this. Ability, the power to achieve by applying God's power. So whatever I accomplish, I got to turn right around and give God the praise because He's the one who gave me ability in the first place. Not based on my college, not based on my wherewithal, not based on none of that. When we was dumb, without no understanding in our mother's womb, God had already invested ability before any money showed up. Watch this. So here we go. Now, this is what the lesson he wants us to learn. Now look at 25:16.
He who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them, and he gained 5 talents more.
How?
Ability.
Ability.
You have the ability to do it.
Watch something. Watch this. Look at 15 carefully. We see the man in 15, the master, correct? Do you see him? And unto one, he gave. That's the man who owned it all. Who else do you see in 15?
The servant.
Now, we see the master, we see the servants, we see the giving based on what?
Ability.
Now, tell me what you don't see in 15.
Instruction.
You don't say it loud. You know why?
It's already
Because
built
it's
in.
already in the ability.
They knew
What to do.
once he did this, because what did the end of verse 15 say? After he did, what did he do?
He left.
Burnt out.
I'm gone.
Watch this. He burnt out because he believed
They know
in
what to
them.
do. Yeah.
No, see, yeah, if you write notes, you gotta write that down. See, cause even when I ain't producing nothing for God, let the record show. He still, Dorothy, believes in me.
Right,
Right.
The investment was ability, not the money.
Right.
He burnt out to it because I believe in your ability. He burnt out because not only believed, number two, he was confident they were going to get up and do something.
Right.
I ain't got time to stand over you. God is not a micromanager. You should have said amen right there.
Amen.
I have confidence in giving you ability, giving you an assignment, Anita. And the Bible said he didn't go around the corner.
He went to a far country.
I mean, he burnt way out. I believe in you as a servant, number one. Number two, I'm confident that you're going to get up and do something. And then number three, when I get back, with all investments, I'm expecting a return. That's the reason why you invest. Now watch this. Tori, nobody invests $100 in the stock market in hopes of getting $100 back.
Right.
Because if that's the case,
Ain't working.
you just kept it in your pocket.
Right.
More.
You can hold. You can hold.
You didn't get nothing. We invest a certain amount because we're expecting
Something back.
Profit.
a greater return.
right.
I'll invest 100, Dana, but I'm hoping for 500 or 1,000 to come back.
Right.
Y'all ain't hear nothing I'm saying.
That's right.
You don't believe when God makes his initial investment and ability in us, he ain't expecting not exactly what he invested. I'm expecting
More.
So when he puts Adam and Eve together, he says, be fruitful and.
Multiply.
Now, Adam and Eve wrong look at each other and say, shoot, it's good just like this. Let's just leave it, me and you. More room for us. Kids are time consuming. And they're expensive and worse. Let's just leave it, me and you, Al. How selfish. To just enjoy all of what God, just for them? And miss, because God didn't say it if it was not
In them.
to,
Produce.
even though they hadn't done it.
Right.
Ooh, I don't have come to work. I know I can't own my own business. According to,
What happened?
then that's you second guessing
Yes, sir.
the ability God has placed.
in you.
Wait a minute. You still ain't got it. So if I'm the worst servant, I have an ability to manage $21 million? If I'm the worst servant, and everybody in this room is, you still believe in me? You gave me 20,000 years and believe I can produce in one lifetime? Then clearly God thinks way more of us than we could ever think of ourselves.
Amen.
Watch this. Watch this. To trade means the man did not work. He made the money work. That's all that can happen in life, Mother Deborah. Either you work for money or money works for you.
Right.
Guess what we do?
Work for
We
money.
work for money.
And that's why we retire at 85 and dead at 86. Because we missed the point. We focused on the money and missed the ability. This is how we have not been living in faith every day. Because we get excited over the money and miss the ability. I only made that available to you because there's an ability in you to manage that. It says, he that had received the 5 talents went later on in verse 16.
Once, yeah, right away.
Anyway.
Most of us abuse the investment of God because we always believe we got time. A good old church person will acknowledge a job needs to be done, Dana, and I'm the one for the job. I'm just gonna
Take a little time.
do it
On my time.
later.
On my time.
Like you got a God calendar somewhere that guarantees your later meter. How many know our life is backed up?
Yes, sir.
Because we continue to put today's stuff in the later category. Well, newsflash. Your today is backed up because you said yesterday, I'm going to do it.
Tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow is today. And you talking today about,
Tomorrow.
I'm going to do it.
Tomorrow.
Which is what you said.
Yesterday.
Now instead of having to wash 2 or 3 items that was dirty Monday, Friday, you got 7 loads.
That's right. Come on now.
Come on, Lord.
And you made it.
Now you're overwhelmed.
Yes, amen.
Because what life is teaching you is, it's so much easier to keep up.
Yes, sir.
Then
Then the-
You have to catch you.
Do you know the catch up means you have fallen?
Way back.
And when you have fallen behind, you can't run at the same pace you did when you were keeping up.
You gotta get with it.
See, in order to make up the distance now and then, I got to get out of my comfort zone and my don't sweat zone, and I got to work twice as hard not to win the race. I got to work twice as hard just to keep up the way I was.
Jesus. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Watch this.
Talk to me like that.
He went right away. He went at once. I got work to do. What kind of ability do you have? Do you have get up now ability or I'll do it? And how many knows when you tell the truth later, never comes. So when you say I'll do it later, what are you really saying in English? I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. He went to work, 16. Look at verse 17.
And likewise,
Same way.
he who had received the 2 talents, he also gained 2 talents more.
He went to work. Likewise mean 2 of them jumped up and started based on
What they were doing.
ability. Watch this. Watch this. Don't miss this. How many of them had ability?
All of them.
Everybody.
All 3 of them.
Yes.
How many of them was given money?
All of them.
Based on,
Their ability.
watch this. Now you know the reality of the story. Even though the 1 talent man did nothing, he had the
Ability
to do something.
Right. Yes,
You just chose
to do nothing.
to go sit down while you had an example. You saw them other 2 guys get up and go. Not with a different ability. Wow. Now, let's zoom in. Here we go. Now, you looking from far away? Now let's start reading up close now. This is where we get in the story in. This our part, right here. Here we go.
But he who had received the 1 talent
Oh my God.
went and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money.
What did he do?
Nothing.
God invested ability in him, and he decided, I don't want to do nothing. We focused on the money he dug in the ground and lost sight of, what about this
Ability.
that I
Man.
put some get up and go in you, but you don't get up and go. Wow. Watch this. Since we're talking about the master being God, this is what real grace, the favor of God, looks like. Look at verse 19.
Now after a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them.
Stop. Why did the master take so long?
Gave him time.
He was giving him time. The first two didn't need time.
They work.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
They work this right now.
Jesus.
He knew when he left. That's why they got more. Because he knew
Yeah.
they had some get up and go. But so that the one wouldn't be complaining, he didn't give me nothing. I still, oh my God, even though I knew based on your ability, I knew you wasn't going to do nothing. I gave you something anyway.
Anyway.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all missing all of this.
Jesus.
See, you lived like a single woman, even though I invested wife in you.
Oh, wow.
You lived like a single man. You chose the life of a pimp, even though I invested a good, godly husband in you. Oh, man. How did I get on the pimp right? I gave, but ability, you don't. Jesus said in the scriptures, you know, I'm going away. But after a while, people have the nerve to ask the question in churches all over the world, what's taking
So long.
Get a mirror.
Wow.
That's what's taking so long. He's not waiting on the saved. He's waiting on the joker believer, the procrastinator that still believe I got
Time.
and you about to be 60 on your next birthday. Talking about you got.
Time.
What mirror have you checked lately? Your hair used to be all. Now it's another color. That you fighting to die. How you dying color but you ain't dying age? You pay all that money for a facelift and your neck look like a chicken. How did you lift that part but you didn't lift this part? This look like jiggly gravy down here. And when you get through face lifting, how come you didn't lift that age?
Can't do it.
Oh, you look like you're 30, but your body act like it's 60, because it is. You didn't lift that? You ain't saying nothing. Watch this. Watch this. Wow. See, I don't even know why we don't praise God, even in our do nothing. You know what, God? You sure is good. I ain't talking about good to y'all. You sure is good to me. I ain't nothing. I ain't done nothing, and I ain't about nothing. But you sure blessing me like I'm doing something. Well, you something else, God. You ain't no kind of friend. And he just let all kind of good friends come in your life. Man, you ain't done nothing. You ain't about nothing. You're the worst person it is. And he's still allowing goodness to come into your life. Wow. How many know just for purposes, to prove a point, the master could have gave him $50?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't finna waste a whole lot of money on you because I don't even finna do nothing.
Some good money.
Yeah.
He gave one 5,000, one 2, one 1,000 talents. I knew you weren't gonna do nothing, but I still made available $21,720,000. It ain't the money. I left the money based on ability.
Right.
You got what it takes to manage $21 million, but I knew you was gonna go home and do nothing.
Wow.
But while you were comfortable with doing nothing, ability was still in you. You ain't produced nothing, but $21 million worth of greatness is still.
Amen.
I've been at 7-Eleven for 35 years. I'm up to $8.65 an hour. Hooray. About 35 years of working somewhere and ain't making no money. Ability was in you to be greater,
Yes, sir.
to do greater,
All right.
to produce
Great.
greater.
Yep.
After a long time. Not that he had all that kind of business, but I'm waiting on the one. I want you to see the master going to sleep every day, waking up going, he didn't do nothing yesterday. Mother Deborah, but maybe today will be the day he gets up and just do
Little something.
something. That's all he was waiting on. Y'all, it's not equal amount, but it is equal ability. Another day coming on. But I still believe I'm gonna wait another day. Maybe this is the day he or she decides I gotta do something for the master. Forget what I got and where I've been. He has invested ability in me. Days turn into weeks, turn into months, turn into years. And then we get a pain. We go to the doctor. He said we got this, we got that. Now, we want God to come. Touch, Lord. Heal, Lord. Save, deliver, Lord. You wanna what? What you want? All the years of healthy investment, you ain't done. Now at 40, 58, 63, 75, when you in stage this and stage that, now, you talking about, Lord, if I just what? All these years of help, you didn't do. Now run it by me again. What you finna do now? The only reason why you're sick at 73 is because you finna die at 74.
Hallelujah.
So what are we talking about? You finna do what? You know what you finna do? You finna die.
Right.
Watch this. But how many of them don't have to be that way?
Hallelujah.
See, I'm talking about coming here today with a track record of zeros all that way. But the fact that you didn't wake up dead means God still believes in you. He still has confidence that even though you ain't done nothing, maybe today is the day you decide to get up and do something, not with my investment, not with Toy Mother Reed's investment. Maybe you'll get up and do something with your investment.
Amen. Amen.
Watch this. Watch this. It ain't amount, y'all. It's based on ability.
Yes.
Watch this. Matthew 25:20. Watch this.
And he who had received the 5 talents came and brought him 5 more, saying, Master.
No, no, no. No, 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 no. You double? Are you missing all of this? No. You doubled? What did you see is, it ain't no job that man could have worked in that amount of time to produce that type of a return. Trade is not you work. Trade is he had to figure out how to make this money work. In such a way that it did not bring in less.
Yeah.
They're good investments and
Man.
they said they were servants, not stockbrokers.
Right.
So I can't just go out here wild and crazy and invest in any and everything.
Yeah.
He was hustling. We get money, we don't come back with more. We don't even come back with less.
Back with none.
That part. We did this to get the money. We left and came back the same way.
Come on. More.
We did that as our parents, our kids do us the same way. Which makes you prompt the question, where's the money? I just gave you $20 yesterday. You asked me for $3. I gave you.
20. $17 more than what you asked for.
How many we ask God for stuff? He don't give us what we ask for.
Right. You go on.
So if you ask me for 3 and it's 2 days later, why you ain't?
Got it.
If you'd have spent what you asked for, you ought to have something left over. Watch this. The man with 5 brought 5 others. He was hustling. Finish the verse. Watch this.
And saying, Master, you entrusted me 5 talents. See, here I have gained 5 talents more.
Watch this. Who knew he had gained 5 more?
The man.
Well, we know the master knew, but really only the. So did I gain 5? Did I gain 5, but I really only gained 3? But the fact that he was given 5, the master knew I could.
Trust.
I can trust you.
See, we asked for the 5, but he already know.
Okay,
I don't trust you with 2.
You can't bring the 5 back. You ain't gonna bring the 5 back.
He gives seed to the.
Lord.
No, he don't. He gives seed to the spender. Because when God give us money, what we do?
Spend, spend, spend.
This ain't about throwing about under the bus. I can pull the church records out on you.
Right.
Some of us got good jobs that we ask God for. You go to work every week, get a check, and your money, you figure out how to send your money in every direction but here.
Right.
But then when you can't pay your rent, when you ain't got no money, when you ain't got no groceries, when you ain't got this, when you ain't got that, I'm almost shocked that you don't have no gall in the calling my number, calling page number. Can you let me have? That's how you know it's the grace of God in this house that you don't get hang up. Oh, I got something you can have. Click.
Hallelujah.
You understand it in the banking industry, but now you're dumb in the church industry. Yeah, the bank give you an ATM card. How that thing work?
Gotta put some
Gotta
in
put
there.
something in it.
You don't take out unless.
There's something in there.
Why you think your church card work better than your ATM card? You coming in just as good. Shh. $300. You've been in church 900 years, and when we checked the record, you didn't put in $2.65 in 900 years. But you got the nerve with your church card, $300. Where did you do that at? What did you do that at? It's churches in our neighborhood. This is how they operate.
Right.
What they'll say is, you have to prove your situation. And once you prove your situation, they will give you back what you have given to the church in the last 18 months.
Right.
Now, you know what ain't surprising? Why they don't stir a lot of folk? Because he already doing the calculations. When I saw that, I told somebody to dig. I said, we can't even practice that here. Because the beggar's still messed up.
Yeah.
If I told you, all right, Toy, I'm gonna give you, your situation is serious. We're gonna give you back everything you gave in the last 18 months. See, you're gonna start crying. Not just using that for an example, because if I use some of y'all, you'd be left the church. Yeah, she's gonna start crying because she done already done the math. I ain't gave nothing in the last 18 months. Exactly. So that don't even help you.
Hallelujah.
Y'all watch this. Watch this. Hey, you gave me 5. I got 5 more. He brought the whole 10. And delivered. Behold, I have gained beside. Let me see what he got to say behind that. Look at 21. We're almost there.
His master said to him,
Come on.
well done, you upright, honorable, admirable, and faithful servant.
Stuff he ain't gonna never say to you. Don't worry about it. Go
You
ahead.
have been faithful and just, faithful and trustworthy over a little.
Stop. See, when we first read it, you talking about, ooh, that's a lot of money, according to you.
Right.
See, according to the master,
That's what we did.
in comparison to the rest of what I got.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
I didn't give y'all everything, not on the first run out.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
I just gave you now it seemed like a
Lot.
because you don't know my treasury.
Right. Right.
Wow.
And I know we don't. See, so we ask God for a car and we get to run it like that's all he got. I just want somewhere nice to say. We get somewhere nice to say, we run like that's all God got. And I mean, way more. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Keep reading.
I will put you in charge of much.
What?
Enter into and share the joy, the delight, the blessedness which your master enjoys.
Do you know before then enjoyment was separated? God, ain't nobody hearing nothing I'm saying.
Hallelujah.
That was a servant enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some were wondering, I wonder what the master's doing.
Right.
That's all you can do is wonder because you're not where.
He is.
But because of the initial investment and responding correctly to the investment, he says, let me
Let me elevate you, promote you.
let me promote you.
Right.
Hallelujah.
It's right there in the verse.
Yeah.
He says, well done, upright, honorable, admirable, faithful. You've been faithful and trustworthy, what you thought was a whole lot. But to me,
It was a little.
it wasn't but a little bit. But because you treated the little right. Look at what he says. I will now put you in.
Charge and stuff.
See, if you thought 108 million was a lot, you ain't even ready. But I needed you to pass the acid test and not let the 108 overwhelm you. So when I put you in charge over 2 or 3 billion, you won't be talking about, oh,
Right.
oh, what am I doing all this? Y'all, and that's why we can't never promote in God because, see, when God blesses with $50, we lose our mind. So 1,000 is out of the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. Not only am I going to put you over much, but I got news for you. there is a joy that only I enjoy as the master.
Right.
Y'all ain't hearing none of this. He says, enter into and share the joy, the delight, and the blessing. This is right there in the verse, which your
Master enjoy.
Now you don't have to wonder how I enjoy. Once you come join my enjoyment. How many know how they ate at the servant's table is not the same as the master's table?
Correct.
Y'all ain't hearing none of this. I didn't even know this was on the table. All I was thinking about was, I just want to do something to please the Lord. Wow. Watch this. We're almost there. 22, watch this.
And he also, who had the 2 talents, came forward saying, Master, you entrusted 2 talents to me. Here I have gained 2 talents more.
See, it ain't about amount.
Right.
He didn't produce as much as the first one did, but he
Produce.
he worked with what he had, with what was
Given to him.
in him.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You gave me 2 because you gave me ability to manage 2. When in reality, my ability was greater than I thought.
That's right.
You gave me the ability to manage 2, but in reality, I was able to handle 4.
Yeah.
Look at God.
But I've never even chased 4 unless I know I can handle 2. See, that's how you're missing God. Watch this. You gave me 2. I gained 2 more. Look at 23.
His master said to him,
Something totally different than what he said to the first servant.
well done, you upright.
No, he said something totally different. Watch this.
Well done, you upright, honorable, admirable, and faithful servant. You have been faithful and trustworthy over a little. I will put you in charge of much. Enter into and share the joy, the delight, the blessedness which your master enjoys.
What's the difference between verse 21 and verse 23?
No doubt.
And that, no,
Same thing. Both of them get to enjoy the master thing.
yes.
Oh, wow.
And they're both-
See, we have the nerve to act funny during offering because we're trying to see what Mother Reed put in. I know I make money in the home, her job. We get caught up in the,
Now.
and God said, well, what about the ability? See, the first one produced way more than the second one. It wasn't amount.
Ability.
What moved the master was ability. You got up and did something with what I gave you.
Right.
So when I returned, I not only expected something, you produced something that matched my expectation.
Right.
You know what he's really saying? I knew you could do it.
Right.
Yes,
But now, more importantly, guess what?
you know.
You know you did.
Yes,
Hallelujah.
Yes.
thank you.
He said, how many know assignments didn't end that day?
Right.
How many know the servants wasn't saying, all right, master, retire me.
Yeah.
Don't send me out to pasture. I only know more assignments. I'm good, master. Don't give me nothing else to do. How many know now they ready?
Hallelujah.
Bless God today.
Woo. I ain't never had that much money before in my life. But it worked. What does she want me to do?
Right.
Right.
That's all God wants y'all, to put us in a position where when we do what he says, we're able to produce successful enough. Not so that he sees success, but that
He can see.
unfortunately, 24. Gotta read this, because see, I'm trying to get us to get away from here.
He who had received 1 talent also came forward saying,
You ain't gonna believe this.
Master, I knew you to be a harsh and hard man, reaping where you did not sow, and gathering where you had not winnowed the grain.
Now what you missed in the Greek was, he's lying. You couldn't believe that. Because if he did, guess what?
He wouldn't have nothing.
He'd have got his tail up and did something.
Right.
Ain't no way you could believe that.
No.
See, when your mama leaves the house and say, I want this done before I get back, I'm going to whoop your tail fine as cat hair.
You know.
If
you believe it.
that's a real country term. If you believe
Yes, sir.
your mama going to do
What she said.
what she said, I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of things on your schedule that day. I'm going to tell you what is on there. You get your tail up
That's right.
and cleans like mama said because you believe
Oh, yeah.
mama will whoop it fine as cat hair.
And you know.
And I don't know if you check lately, cat hair is very fine. So watch this. He couldn't have believed he was that kind of master. Not that went somewhere and sat down. So you lied. Watch this. Watch this. Keep going.
So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Here you have what is your own.
Wow. So what stopped me was my fear of you,
That's a lie.
not my lack of.
Ability. That's a lie.
We tell God the same lie. See, God, I would serve you, but what? I'd have been rejected before. And you ain't never had no job.
That's right.
You must have never filled out an application when you're hiring. That's
Rejection.
and you went to the,
Next job.
find out you should recover. Like you ain't never been dumped before. Like you ain't never had your heart broke before. You ain't single. You went on to the,
Next.
after you said, I ain't gonna never date again until the next one comes. Ain't that amazing how you recovered over that?
Wow.
Oh God, I was afraid. Now let's get to the real truth. 26.
But his master answered him, you wicked and lazy and idle servant. Did you indeed know that I reap where I have not sowed, and gather grain where I have not winnowed?
You know, that's what you know about me? That's what you think about me? Yet it wasn't enough to make you get up and do nothing. I couldn't be that bad. I couldn't be that bad of a master. Even if I was a tyrant, it still wasn't enough
Right.
to make you get up and do something.
Right.
Wow. That's what you know, huh? Keep reading. Watch this.
Then you should have invested my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received what was my own with interest.
That was a little effort just to go put the money in the bank. And when I come back, I'd have interest. That was just a little. But it was still
Something.
But you didn't have.
just a little bit. If you would have just got up and did something for me, I would have told you what I told them.
That's right. That's what he's saying.
Because I always have room in my enjoyment, but never for the slacker. Watch this. This is what I want you to see when we're finna pray. Look at 28.
So take the talent away from him.
Stop. Several shouting points. Number one, 26 said his master said to him, why is he even regarded as a servant still? You missed all of that. The master should have fired him.
Right.
He hadn't done nothing. until God said, if I take the talent price, the ability has to come with it. Watch this. Watch this. Take the talent away from him.
And give it to the one who has the 10 talents.
I thought the man with the 10 gave it back to the master.
You don't lose your ability.
See, and all that good and faithful servant, you missed all that. He went and handed it to the master. The master turned around and said, no, you keep that.
That's yours.
See, because when I gave it to you, it was mine, and you treated it like it was yours. Now I'm going to turn around and make it
You
yours.
make it yours.
Well,
But because you treat other folks' stuff like it's theirs, that's why they don't ever turn around and say, here, it's yours. So I originally thought I only had an ability to manage 5, when in reality I could handle 11.
Yeah.
How many know he only should have had 10?
Right.
Y'all laughing. But how many know you sit next to somebody that's going to get your 1?
then you mad.
Get mad all you want to. Don't get mad at the man with 10 that's got your 1. Get mad at yourself because the only reason why he got my 1 toy is because I refused to use the ability God gave me.
Right.
And all God says is, since you ain't about nothing, since you ain't trying to do nothing, let me go on and give this to the one who is about something.
All right.
Watch this. We're almost there. Watch this. Look at 29.
For to everyone who has will more be given.
Stop. How do I get more? I got to do something
With
What I
it.
already have.
with what he's already.
Giving.
This ain't about amount. This is about ability. Get up, do something. Get up and do something.
Amen.
For to everyone who has, more will be given.
Hallelujah.
That's promotion. Come on.
And he will be furnished richly, so that he will have an abundance.
Wait.
Not a need.
I'm not in abundance yet.
Wow.
Look there, I'm already at 11 talents. They're in abundance yet? Oh, you're missing God. Y'all didn't know when to shout. You should have fell out right then. I got 11, and then it says, with the 11, I'm still going to be furnished richly, and I'm going to have a... Well, you know what? Then we don't even know what abundance is.
Right?
Because if 11 talents ain't abundance, then I don't know what it is.
Right.
So when you get through with the 11 talents, way above, God said, I got something on top of that. Watch this. Watch this. But
From the one who does not have, even what he does have will be taken away.
wait. Wait a minute. The ultimate picture of God's grace. We're going to pray. But from the one who does not have, how come he don't have?
Because he didn't do nothing with what he had.
Wait. What did God do with the one who wouldn't do nothing?
Take
He
away.
took away his
Take the
talent.
talent.
Wait. He took it away. Look at it, Price. He says, from the one who does not have. How come he don't have?
Because he didn't
Because
do
God,
nothing. Took it away.
what did they leave him with?
Nothing.
Ability.
No, he took that. He took that. Yeah, I know.
Watch this. Watch this. See, I told you he takes the ability, but you don't believe that. This is where all church folk are. See, Keisha, initially he just takes the talent. And we pitch a fit because we believe I can't make it in life without talent. No, you can't make it in life without ability.
All right.
Right.
Get up.
Thank you, Holy Ghost.
LaDarren, they were functioning before he gave the talents.
Right.
Yeah.
God. I wish somebody was hearing this. But when he takes the talent, the man still had.
Ability.
But it says, even what he does have,
What you taking away?
what did he have left?
Ability.
Show enough. Go get that. Good. When God takes your talent and then takes your, now you show enough.
You done.
Not only you ain't got nothing, you ain't.
You got nothing to work with.
There's no ability.
Now you out of
that. Yes.
work. Because I only employ servants with ability. Since you don't have any ability, you're out of work. Good. We're going to pray. Now, once I've taken the talent and the ability, what can you?
You can't do nothing.
Nothing in the
Do it for nothing.
Done.
And since you don't profit me nothing, what are you standing
In front of me.
in my
Presence.
face for?
Yeah.
30, we finna go.
And throw the good-for-nothing servant
Kindly escort.
into the
Kindly escort.
throw.
Throw.
Grab that joker by the collar.
Throw his tail out of here.
Don't ask him. Watch this. Matthew 25:30. Throw the
Good-for-nothing servant
where?
into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and grinding of teeth.
Where was he thrown? You know what outer darkness represents in that verse? Hell.
Yeah.
When I do nothing with God's ability, it has the potential to cost me my salvation. Because to believe is an action predicated on God's initial investment. It takes his ability to even believe.
Hallelujah.
So in John, when the people said, what is the work we ought to be doing for God? Jesus said, I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you what the work is. The work is to believe on him who he
Sing.
Well, why ain't nobody believing? Because it takes ability to believe. It takes some get up and do something to believe. Told you way back in the hotel. See, somebody, I know when you believe because an action follow what you believe. See, when somebody run in the door and say, it's a bomb in here. Every believer is already down there at Masters in Lake June, where the McDonald's is.
Believe it.
Believers are. Church folk talking about,
Where
where?
is it?
Where at? Boom! See, you're supposed to die.
Yeah, right.
Come on, then we finna pray.
And I just thinking how powerful ability is. Because you go back to the Tower of Babel, and when man was building this tower, and they was building this tower to God.
Mm-hmm.
God said, we got to do something about this. He said, whatever they set their mind to do, they're going to do it. And it shows you how strong the ability that God has put in us. You can use that ability. It's like, wow, man, but, man, it's like, we don't, I'm just thinking about it. We don't understand the power that we possess, within us, because God said he created us in his own image. So to have that kind of ability to say, God said, okay, we got to go out here and find their language. Because these folks, they're going to do something. They're going to put their mind to do something, and they're going to do it.
And that wasn't even to accomplish nothing in God.
That's right. That's right.
That was ability against God.
Yes. Yes.
And it still worked.
It's still. Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
What about ability who is desirous to accomplish for God? Because they were against God, he came down to confuse the language.
Right.
Y'all, when we're willing to use our ability for God, he still comes down.
Yeah.
But he don't come down to to stop the movement. He comes down to help the movement. Anybody hear that saying? Father, we thank you and we praise you so much. God's promotion through investment. When we realize how to just use, through ability, what you've given us, it enables us, it qualifies us for the next level of blessings. Not because we asked for it, but because of following the system, it granted us that. They didn't even know well done and good and faithful was available. They didn't even know enter into the joy of the Lord was even available. But while they didn't know it, it still had it on the menu. And we give you glory, honor, and praise for the man, the woman, the child who says, God, help me to get up and do with ability what you have invested in me for your promotion.
Yes.
In Jesus' name,
Thank you.
amen.
Amen.
Wow.